Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Around the world, how we doing around the world? How we doing, everybody? Today is another beautiful day. Beautiful. I love the 80s. In the 80s, it's the best type of weather you can have. Not too much humidity. It's good, beautiful day in America. How we doing around the world? Who's hearing my voice? My 10 minutes of encouragement, motivation, and uplifting today. How we doing it? Today I got something for you. Get involved. Get involved. We're going to talk about getting involved in things because we all need to be involved. You know, we are put here to help humanity, get through these difficult times and situations that we're going through in life right now, because in this world today is so much chaos, so much misunderstanding, so much programming, so much propaganda that we don't know which way to turn, who to listen to, what to go along with, the narrative. It's so much, people. We got to get involved because we all are connected, and we all have a responsibility to be spiritual beings and to live by the words and the principles, to do what's right in life, to have that positive energy, that positive outlook, and to help others, help those less fortunate than we are, those the least of thee. Help the least of these. When you're helping the least of these, you're doing the work that you're put here to do. Because we need each other. Because one voice in the wilderness, it doesn't really strike a chord. But when there are many voices in the wilderness crying out to the universal God to give us strength, to give us guidance. Because we need to stand up and make a decision that we're going to make this world where we want this world to be. And that's something beautiful. And stop letting this enemy dictate and control our environment. Because we're just giving this world to beautify it, to make it a place of prosperity. Because we has gotten to be so passive and let everything go, and just to not have a pain on nothing if it doesn't involve us. Because you got to remember, all evilness, it's like a bad piece of fruit. One bad piece of fruit makes the other piece of fruit bad. You know, it's like an infection almost. It spreads and spreads, and you have to be at one point, you got to stop it, cut it off, get rid of it. You know, don't let it infect the whole world. And if we just don't lay back and not get involved and have the voice in our community, because in our communities, I mean, we speak about it and we know about it, but yet none of us want to stand up and say anything about it. We let it fester and fester and fester, and not get out and have a voice or get involved. You know, we're not asking you to be out there to police nothing. Yes, get involved. You have those in authority that has the means to do what they need to do, because they do. Believe me, they know what's going on in your community, but no one's saying anything to them about making them do their jobs. So they're not going to get involved. They're not going to do anything about it until you let them know, hey, you was put in this position to watch over this community, to make this community safe. So why don't you do what you was put here to do? We as some laid back and just gave authority to people and not police them. They let them police us, but we don't police them. So we need to get outside of policing those of authority and making sure they're doing what they're there to do. They're there to do what God wants them to do, to serve the people, to do what's right for the people, not to be doing the things of the devil. They're there to serve the people, to do what God's will, God's principles. And if we don't get out there and get involved and then take some action and make sure they're doing what they're supposed to do, they're going to do what they want to do. Because anybody in position of authority, they get drunk with power after a while. They get drunk with power and they become do as I say, not as I do. And that's not the world that we live in, people. But slowly this world is becoming to be that type of world. You don't want to be in that kind of world, do you? You would do as I say, not as I do. I mean, we're free spirits. We're free spirits to live how we choose to live. We live in the God principle. We live in helping, loving, sharing, and caring for one another. That's the type of world that we want to live in. We want to do for each other, help each other, be around one another, celebrate each other, uplift each other. Not being put aside, put away, and come and go as they tell us to come and go. So get involved. Get out and see what's going on in your community. Get out and see what's going on in your schools. In whatever position that you or we the people put someone in the position to do what they're supposed to do for the people, we need to be involved in that. Making sure our communities are being police right. Making sure they're coming around when they need to come around, making up patrols in the area. Giving them information, helping them do their job, letting them know where the hot spots are. Because until we get involved, people at this world, over all people that's got the authority over us, we're going to keep being dragged down as not having any type of opinion. And I believe we, the spiritual beings, the spiritual people, are what keep the balance in this world, keep this world at bay. Could you imagine without us, without any spiritual, without any righteousness, how the wicked this place would be? There would be hands and everything, corruption. Yes, Sodom and Gomorrah, everybody doing what they want to do, when they want to do it. You know, we got to have some type of righteousness, you know, something that's right. You know, everything ain't be up for grab. You can't just do and say what you want to do and say to anyone you want to do it to. That's a jungle. That's like, what kind of world would that be? So I'm asking each and every one of you out there that's hearing my voice to decide, what are you going to do? Are you willing to get involved? To make a stand for what is right? To say and do what's right? And stop the madness in the world? To take back your liberty? To take back your power? And just create something without stress, anxiety, fear, worry, frustration, you know, just bring back, you know, what we need to have a successful community. And stop letting them just send everything away. Have that voice. Because when we unite and have that one voice, that's what the power is. Get involved and let them know we are the majority. And we want this world to be a beautiful place. And our children's and grandchildren's and blase. We want to leave them with a legacy of righteousness, holiness, of goodness. So leave something behind when you cross over. Say, I made a difference. I tried to be somebody and do what's right in life. So on that note, get involved, spiritual beings, get involved, light workers, everyone, get involved and do what's right in life. So on that note, I am aka the head shepherd of POG, and I'd like to thank you for listening. If you hear me on YouTube, if you're not on YouTube, go to YouTube, subscribe to the channel. Help me help you. Have a fabulous rest of your day.